Good morning, class. Today we will start with new topic, that is democracy and monarchy. So let's get started. So our aim for today is students will be able to explain how democracy is different from monarchy. Resources required is your cheat with the situation from resource sheet, worksheet, S2, notebook, and your exit content book. The keywords that we will use today is decision, democracy, monarchy, and election. So let's get started. So what is the meaning of decision? Decision is the act of deciding. Alright. And what is democracy? That is ruled by the people, especially as a form of government that is either directly or through elected representatives. And what is monarchy? A government in which sovereignty is embodied within a single, today usually hereditary head of state. They are known as monarchy. Okay. And what is election? A process of choosing a leader, members of parliament, councillors, or other representatives by popular vote. That is known as election. I hope now you get it clear with the keywords. Now, imagine that you live in a country that is ruled by a king who was kind. Alright, and he made all the laws for the country which everybody had to follow. Would you be happy to be ruled by such a king? Alright, so imagine that you live in a country that is ruled by a king, alright, who was a kind king, okay, and he made all the laws for the country which everybody had to follow. Would you be happy to be ruled by such a king? Alright, so today we will learn, okay, how a government which is ruled by a king is different from a government that is ruled by a people. Alright, that is democracy and monarchical system. So one is ruled by a king, another one is ruled by a people. Okay, so ruled by a king is called monarchical system, ruled by a people is called democracy. Okay, one is monarchy and one is democracy. Alright, so imagine a two group, A and B. Okay, so imagine yourself, you are in group A, your friend is in group B. Okay, so remember, you are group A and your friend is in group B. Okay, so imagine yourself for a moment that you are in group A and your friend is placed in group B. So now I want you to read this cheat. Alright, this democracy and monarchical system. Okay, so I'll read for you. Please listen. The principal of the school wants to take you all for a picnic. Alright, so the principal of our school wants to take all of you for a picnic. Okay, and you have to decide between three places where you wanted to go. Alright, that is 1, by a riverside, or in a beautiful forest, or in a sea beach. And what would you like to eat? So the places you have to choose, either by a riverside, or in a beautiful forest, or in a sea beach. Okay, and which one? And the food that you would like to eat, either noodles, chole bhatura, puri sabji, halwa, pizza, sandwich, or anything else. So these are the food that you will be selecting, alright, among your group. That is group A and group B. Okay, so this is how you are going to select. Okay, that is either you want to go for a riverside, beautiful forest, or in a sea beach. And the food that you would like to eat, Either noodles, chole bhatura, puri sabji, halwa, pizza, sandwich, or anything else. So these are the option that is given to you. All right. So I hope you get it clear. Now, uh, imagine how, since you are in group A, right? So how did group A take the decision? How did you take the decision? And how did your friend take the decision? And which one do you think is better, whether the decision that you took or the decision that your friends took? All right. And why do you think the decision that you took is correct and the decision your friend took is not correct? All right. And which one is better, whether the decision that you took is better or the decision that your friend took is better? Okay, because option is given to you, right? All right. Now this is called democracy and monarchical system. Okay, one is democracy and what is monarchy. So what is the difference between democracy and monarchy? So like I've already told you, democracy is a people, in democracy people elect their leaders. Okay, so in democracy or democratic form of government, people they elect their own leaders, and then decision for country are taken by the elected people. All right, so whenever decision are meant to be taken, it is taken for the country, it is taken by the elected people. Okay, and under monarchical system, king inherit the throne. All right, the king they inherit the throne. Okay, and decision for the country are taken by the king or by the queen. Okay, so this is the difference between democracy and monarchical system. The similarity is both are forms of government. Both democracy and monarchy, they are forms of government. Okay, they are two separate form of government. Okay, so that is the similarities between them. All right. Okay, now all right, we are still in group A and B. Okay, so if group A and group B are two different types of government, all right, how do you think decisions are made in this government? So if suppose group A and group B, okay, they are different types of government, so how do you think decisions are made in these two government, A and B? How do you think decisions are made? Okay, now you please listen to me carefully. Okay, so see, group A is a democracy. Okay, but group B is a monarchy. Means there are two different government. Yes or no? One is democracy, one is monarchy. Okay, so in a monarchy, the king is the head of the government and he makes all the decision for the people. All right. So the king decision is always final. So whatever the kings make the decision, citizens have to follow. All right. Whether in a democracy, however, in a democracy, the people who make decision are chosen through elections to run the government. So we follow democratic form of government. Okay, India. That's why we elect our leader, we elect the prime minister, we elect our chief minister, right? That is by going through election, by voting, by giving our votes. Okay, hence they are responsible to the people who elect them. So the prime minister or the chief minister or any minister, they are responsible for the people who elect them. Okay, so in a monarchy, the son or daughter of the king inherit the throne and is free to govern the country as he or she wishes, because they simply inherit their father throne, who is the king, right? So they are free to govern the country as he or she wishes to govern. Okay, so that is the difference between group A democracy and group B monarchy. All right, one is ruled by the people, one is ruled by the king. All right, so now last question. Okay, what can be some demerits of democracy? Demerits means what can be some disadvantage of democracy. All right, what are some of the disadvantage of democracy? So take the example of our case, India. All right, where we follow democratic form of government. So what are some of the disadvantage of democracy? Okay, there might be some. Okay, so please listen. So there is always a demerit in every form of government. All right. So in democracy, usually leaders who are elected can become corrupt and inefficient. All right. So take the example like okay, just an example of a state, right? We say that some ministers are corrupted, they are looting the people, right? They are taking the money, the resources from the government, yes or no? So such kind of leader usually arise in democracy. Okay, so sometimes leaders become corrupt and then they become inefficient. Okay, and anyone can contest the election, and people may not be able to choose a good leader. And sometimes, usually, the public, what we do is we tend to go for more money, right? The candidate who give us more money rather than looking at the good qualities of a person. All right, we run after money, we run after resources. All right, because of that reason sometimes people will choose the wrong leader. Okay, so not the good leader but the wrong leader, which corrupt the people. Okay, which actually spoil the people. Okay, which is actually which actually not for the benefit of people, but they in terms they used to manipulate the people, okay, who elect them. All right, so that is the disadvantage or demerits of democracy. And leaders don't stay for a longer period. All right, why? Because after every election there is a high chance that another leaders may come up, right? So they don't stay permanently. Okay, now things to do: you have to complete your practice question number 4, 5 and 6. Okay, 4, 5 and 6, and along with S2 worksheet S2. So choose the correct words and fill in the blanks. Now for this you have to choose from the given option, okay, and then you have to fill. And for this you have to read the commit strip and answer the question. For question number 2 and 3 you have to read this commit strip and answer the given question. So that's it for our class for today. Take care, stay safe and have a good day.